Already we have seen the use of putc and getc macros, where putc is used to write one character at a time to a file and getc is used to read one character at a time from a file. Today I'll show you one example where instead of using putc and getc, we'll use fputc and getputc, these two functions. Actually the difference between putc and getc and fputc and fgetc is putc and getc, these are macros, whereas fputc and fgetc, they are functions. Whatever putc is doing, fputc is doing exactly the same. In the same way, whatever getc is doing, fgetc is doing exactly the same. So in this example, using putc and getc functions, we'll write character by character to a file and then we'll read the characters from the file. So in this program, what I have done, I have included the required header files. Then in the main method, I have taken one character variable ch and one integer variable count. Its first value I have given 0. So this variable is going to count something, so it is being used as a counter variable. Then the file pointer I have declared, and file pointer name is what? My file. After that, using fopen function in G drive under C data files folder, I have opened one file, file3.txt. For writing purpose, therefore W is there, and it is going to be a binary file, therefore B is there. So this file3.txt I have opened for writing purpose. After that, a file named file3.txt is opened. This message will be displayed on the screen, and then another message, enter a line of text and press enter key to save it. So this will be displayed on the screen. After that, we'll be entering the characters one by one, and all those characters will be collected by getChar function. GetChar function is used to collect one character at a time from the input interface, that is from the keyboard, and the character we are entering one by one, all those characters will be stored to ch. And once a character is stored in ch, that character will be written to the file. Therefore fputc ch my file. So this is the syntax of using fputc function. After fputc, we write the character variable where we have stored the character and then the file pointer name. So fputc will write that character which is in ch into that file. Just after writing the character, the file buffer should be refreshed. Therefore fflush my file. After that, count plus plus. So as we have entered one character, we have written one character to the file, so the value of count variable will be increased by 1. So count variable is counting how many characters we are writing to that file, and the loop will be continued. So it will go for the next character. Again, next character will be collected by getChar from the keyboard, and that will be stored to ch, and in the same way that character also will be written to the file. Now this way, when we will press enter key, so definitely ch will get the character for that action, and that character is /n, means a new line character. So if the value of ch is /n, that means a new line character, so that time it will be out of the loop. So that's why here the message was given like this: enter a line of text and press enter key to save it. That means until and unless we are not pressing the enter key, whatever the characters we are typing, all those characters will be written to the file. But once we have pressed the enter key, the action is being represented by \n, so that will be stored to ch, and in that case will be out of the loop, so it will not ask us to enter any more character. Until now, whatever the characters we have typed, all those characters are stored in the file. Then I have closed the file, so fclose my file. Here the my file is the file pointer name, you know. After that, once again I have opened the file, and this time I have opened the file in R mode, means for reading purpose, and as it is a binary file, therefore B will be there. So the file I have opened once again for reading purpose. So whatever the characters we had stored in that file, now we are going to read all those characters. Then this message will be displayed on the screen. The file contains, and here I have started another loop while ch equals to fgetc my file not equals to eof. So what does it mean? Fgetc is the function which will read one character at a time from the file. Therefore my file is written here. My file is the file pointer. So fgetc will collect one character at a time from the file, and that character will be stored to ch. And if the value of ch is not eof, eof is end of file. We know that at the end of the file there is a character that is called eof character or end of file character. So until the value of ch is not being that, this loop will be continued. So what it is doing, fputc ch comma std out. Fputc is the function. It is used to write a character, but this time it is writing the character where? to std out. Std out means standard output. Standard output means monitor. So what we have in ch, that is going to be written on the monitor. So we'll be able to see the character what was in ch on the monitor. Instead of writing this putc ch std out, what can we do? We can write printf, then format specified is %c, then ch. So this way it can be done. Now the thing is, so instead of writing a putc ch std out, we can use this statement also, printf %c for representing a character, and ch as ch is containing that character. So both are same statements. So this way the loop will be continued, and all the characters whatever we have stored in that file will be written on the screen. So we'll be able to view the contents of the file. And when the last character, that is EOF character, that will appear in ch, that time will be out of this loop. Once we are out of this loop, we are going to display the number of characters including blank characters we have entered in that file, the value of count, because here you can see whenever we have written a character to the file, we are counting in count variable. Therefore here when we are displaying the value of count variable, that means how many characters we have entered in that file or how many characters we have written in that file, the number of characters will be displayed. After that, fclose my file means it will close the file once again. So this way, using fgetc and fputc, we can perform these reading and writing operations in a file. Let's execute this program. There is no error. Here you can see that it is asking to enter a line of text and to press enter key to save it. Okay, so I'm just typing something like this. This is a C program. So I pressed enter key. So it has displayed the contents of the file. This is a C program, exactly the same thing I had written. Now let's go there where I have saved the file, and the file was saved in G drive under C data files folder, and the file name was file3.txt. Okay, fine. So you can see that we are in G drive, C data files, and this is file3.txt. I'm just going to open it. Let me check whether whatever I have typed, all those are stored here or not. Yeah, this is a C program, exactly the same thing I typed. So this way we can form a file where we can write using fputc function, and we can read the contents of the file using fgetc function. I hope this is clear to you. Okay.